What's up today, my wonderful people? Thank you all for checking out another video. I really appreciate you. Listen, what I want to talk to you about today is the power of self-worth. Listen, you have to know how much you are worth, okay? If you do not decide how much you are worth, then anybody can put a value on you, or anybody can put a price tag on you. Now, I'm not saying you're for sale like a piece of fruit or something like that in the store. This is what I mean. If me and you are walking through Walmart, right? Let's say we're on aisle number 8, and we go down the aisle and we look at the ravioli. And the ravioli is $1.50. You see what I'm saying? In other words, if they had not told me that the ravioli was $1.50, I may not think the ravioli is worth $1.50. I may think it's only worth 50 cents. In other words, like the Jordans. You know, a lot of people, they love to order the Jordan shoes. You know, and that's what's up. You know, they look real good. You know, I used to get them when I was younger. You see what I'm saying? But now the price of them is like $220 or something like that. I think 200, I'm not sure. But listen, whenever I was younger, they were like $100 bucks, 125 or something like that, right? But because they chose that they are worth more now, people are gonna pay them money because that's what they choose to. They created their value. Nobody came up to them and said, "Hey, I think this shoe is no." They said, "You know what? This is so much in demand, right? This shoe is legendary. If we make it 200, they're going to pay it anyway. If we make it 300 next year, they're going to pay it anyway." It may not be as many people, but guess what? If you're hooked on this shoe, you're going to do whatever it takes to get that shoe. You know what I mean? If you're that person in your group, let's say high school, middle school, and you just know, man, let me be honest with you. If you just known as the guy with the J's on all the time, you're going to do whatever you can to keep that reputation. All right. Now listen. Now I'm not saying anything bad about anybody that wear Jordans. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying anything because I used to wear Jordans a lot. You know, used to have all kind of colors. Purple. No, I ain't had no purple. Orange, red. I used to have all kind. Nah, that was the fake ones though. But anyway, I did used to have some fake Jordans at one time. I ain't gonna lie. This guy I know, man, I don't know if he made them himself or whatever the case may be, but they look just like him. He was selling them for like $30. I was like, man, I'm gonna get me a pair. But see, you had to wear some pants with them though. You can't wear no fake Jordans running around in no shorts because, you know, the little Jordan sign, you know. You know how you got the Jordan sign, the man ducking the goal? This Jordan man, you know, it looked like he was doing a layup. You know what I mean? So you gotta wear pants with him. But anyway, let's get back to the video. So what am I saying? Listen, if they tell you Jordan's worth 220, you're gonna pay it. So you have to relate this to your life. How much are you worth? If you're single, if you're a single male, you may say to yourself, I'm worth this. I'm not settling until I meet the woman that does this, or the woman that is following the Lord, or the woman that's whatever your situation is. I encourage you to, you know, look for somebody that's following the Lord. I don't want to just throw that out there like that's an option. You know, that's what you need to be looking for. But listen, for the people that's in a relationship or marriage, guess what? You can relate this to your job. You may say, man, I've been a janitor for 12 years. They ain't gave me a raise yet. I mop the corners. I wipe the walls down. I do everything right. Nobody give me a raise. And you may see yourself as the owner of a company. Guess what? It's possible. You can still get there. But you have to mentally increase your value and say, you know what? That's exactly where I'm going to be. And pretty soon, you'll start to maneuver, right? You'll start to maneuver. You'll start to put yourself in position to step out on that. But if you don't put the value on yourself, guess what? They're going to put the value on you. They're going to put the stamp on you. She got another 22 years here making bare minimum. She ain't going nowhere. But when you wake up and you know your worth, you say, you know what? I'm worth more. By all means, you know, work where you have to work to make ends meet. I'm not saying, you know, quit your job and whatever, you know, but work at your job while you are mentally pursuing this, so you can work on that after hours. You see what I'm saying? But always know your worth. If you're single, like I said, know your worth, or you're going to always present yourself to somebody and they're going to put a value on you, and you're going to be like, I guess so. I guess I can't sleep with her. I guess I can't sleep with him. I mean, that's what they said. No, it ain't about what they say. It's about what you bring to the table, your expectations of who you are, right? And your value. So you have to figure out who you are long before you meet the person. You know, you got to figure out who you are. All right. So listen, just like me, when I bought that pair of fake Jordans, what grade was I in? I don't know. I think I was in like 10th grade or something. I'm not sure. But the man looked like he was doing the layup. He wasn't dunking the goal. Jordan wasn't even dunking. Jordan was doing the layup on the goal, right? So immediately he told me $50, but I talked him down to I think $20 or $30. I'm not sure how much it was, because this man doing a whole layup. He wasn't even doing it with the same hand that Jordan is doing it on the logo with. So I was able to talk him down, because guess what? I placed the value on it. I said that's not worth anything. I'm only paying this for it, and he had to go with it because he didn't see value in the man doing a layup. There ain't no value in a man doing a layup. A layup. We want the man that's dunking. So the question then becomes: are you a man that's doing a layup, or are you a man that's dunking? You know, what are you worth? Are you a man or a woman that's doing a layup, or are you a man that's dunking? All right, you the person that's dunking. Know what you're worth, okay? I love you. Thank you for checking out another video. Listen to the video, helped you out. Be sure to hit the share button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Daily videos coming each and every day, 5 o'clock a.m. That means whenever you wake up, guess what? A brand new video is going to be up waiting on you every morning at 5 a.m. I love y'all.